Hey guys, welcome to the Future of Fishing Reloading. As you know, it's been a while since we've been on camera, but the other day Cody and I decided that we'd break the cameras out and go ahead and start doing some more filming and try to help you guys learn more about catching fish. Not just bass fishing, but all types of different types of fishing. And I've been guiding now for quite a few years, and I've learned an awful lot. And we want to pass that information on to you. So today's episode is going to be about bass fishing. We're going to be on a river system, and we're going to talk about everything from how to locate fish to lure selection all the way down to catching fish. So hopefully you'll learn an awful lot today, but if nothing else, it's going to be an awful lot of fun. So hey, stay tuned folks, we'll be right back.
There's one right there. Come on across that log. There we go. Oh, the spots on this thing. Laying up there shallow. Good fish. Good fish. Let's see the color on this thing. Got them on a trailer hook, and that's why I always use a trailer hook. Laying up there shallow. Look at the markings on this fish. He's pretty. You know, 2-pounder something. Not got a big belly yet, so probably maybe a male, I don't know, but laying up there shallow, so let him go. One down.
And today our water temperature is sitting at 56 degrees starting out, and then it does warm up to about 57 later on in the day. So we know we're in a pre-spawn pattern. These fish you will have some spawners move up, and they could be getting up there in a spawn, but really I believe that these fish are going to be in a pre-spawn pattern. So let's talk about lure selection. So lure selection, no matter any time that I go fishing, I always start off with a fast moving bait. In a pre-spawn, you cannot beat the spinnerbait, chatterbaits. You can use crankbaits, you can use lipless crankbaits, and some people like to use jerkbaits. So all those baits are really good at catching bass this time of year. My favorite is the spinnerbait. It's just one of my favorites. I've caught a lot of fish on it in this time of year, and that's why I'm going to pick up a spinnerbait. Now, lure retrieve on a spinnerbait when I'm moving fast, it really is dictated by the temperature of the water. Right now, sitting at 55 to 56 degrees, I'm going to use a medium retrieve. I'm not going to really be slow rolling that thing, but I'm going to also be paying attention to the types of blades. This time of year, the Colorado blade seems to work best on this. So you can go dual Colorado, you can go single Colorado. All that stuff has to be figured out during that day. So once I've moved through an area or a certain spot with a fast moving bait, and if I don't get bit on a fast moving bait, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm going to be picking up a flipping bait. And there are a lot of keys on flipping baits on how you're going to use them and what type of flipping baits that you use depending on the mood of those fish. So there's a lot of information on that, but you know, today we're starting off with a spinnerbait. We're going to see if we can't find a few fish, and then we'll put the keys together. So here we go.
good, 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 good. Get away from that. Good one. Good fish. Not bad. Not as good as I thought he'd be, but keeper. 14-inch fish, but he felt good coming across that log over there. But yeah, small keeper, pound-and-a-half fish. Really thought he was better than that. I'll make sure he's a 14-incher. Oh yeah, 14 1/4. So fish up there shallow, you know. Let him go and catch another. There might be another one up in there. We're gonna check it out. Get back up in there and see if we can't catch another one. So while I'm sitting here and talking about this, I've already got I pretty much got a pattern. You're gonna be biting on 2 different things. So I missed that fish early on that spinnerbait. He followed it off the bank and I seen him. So that gave me a key that these guys are biting moving baits. So of course I'm going to stay with the spinnerbait whenever I can, covering water. The next thing I went to is I'm going to throw a soft plastic, but I want a soft plastic that's moving. So that's why I went to this speed crawl. And on the speed crawl, it has a little bit of a kicking action. So I mean, you can there's several baits out there you can use, and Excite Baits makes an excellent kicking bait that you can throw, but they're wanting something moving. So if you're going to throw plastics, you better have something that's moving. A baby brush hog I'm sure would work, but I want something that's got a little more thump today because I think that's what the fish want. So I'm not going to throw that thinner baby brush hog. If I was just getting slapped at this or something like that, and then I'd go ahead and go to that brush hog. But because again, I think they're wanting something moving, they're wanting something moving fast, and it's a reaction bite. I want something that's going to be kicking other than falling and darting left and right. So that's why I went with the speed crawl. Let's see if there's another one in there.
Okay, let's talk about the 2 lures, the 2 types of lures that I finally put the pattern together. Now I was flipping a baby brush hog. I threw a Senko up in through there, and I threw a sweet beaver in there. Now I didn't get bit on the baby brush hog. I didn't get on the sweet beaver or that Senko, and there's a reason why. The first key that was the spinnerbait. I chose this spinnerbait with dual willow blades, with a real small type trailer. This is just a ring-tailed worm that I cut off and put on for a trailer, and of course I put a trailer hook on there. Now why did I do that? Now I'm throwing a 1/2 ounce spinnerbait. I want a 1/2 ounce spinnerbait because I want the weight to go ahead and drop. I want to be able to feel it, and I want it to drop fairly fast. But I also want a low profile, in other words a skinny profile. I don't want a big bulky bait out there. That's what these fish are. I know in that area those bait fish are not that big right now, so you know the majority of them are pretty small. So I wanted the smaller profile bait. That's why I went with this type of lure. Why did I choose a speed crawl? Speed crawl gives you a good thumping action. There are other baits out there, like I said in the video, out there that will work just as well. Net Bait has a good bait. Excite Baits has a very good bait, and then of course the speed crawl gives it that thumping action. It is a moving bait. It's something I can move fast and gives them something to key to with that little bit of a thump to it. So those are the baits that we're going to stick with today. Those are the baits we're going to fish with. We're going to catch a lot more fish.
This water's so clear that you want to stay off of them if you can. And that's what I'm trying to do, is stay off of them, make long casts, and then I'll spin on it and flip in there. Somewhere in this pocket should be a fish. There he is. There we go. Oh my gosh. He pulled off. That was a good one. I don't know how he pulled off, but he pulled off. I think it's at the hook. I guess I need to change them hooks, sharpen them hooks up or something. That was a good fish. Ouch. In a tournament, I would not be happy. That fish there must have he either followed it off that little bit of brush right there, or he was laying out there off that little drop off. There we go. There we go. There's two of them in there. Another good fish. Might be another one in there still. Look good. Another, 14, 15-inch fish. Nothing big right now, but I have a pattern. I know what's going on. Didn't take me a lot of time to figure it out, and that's why I do the things that I do when I'm flipping, pitching, trying to figure out what these fish are on. And I've got a system. It's worked out well for me, and if you guys put that system together, I think it'll work out for you too. So let's let this fish go. There he goes. There may be another one laying up in there. We're gonna find out. I mean, that was two. Had one hit off the right side of that little brush pile right there, and then caught one. So let's see if we can't get another one out of there. So I had one on, like I said, I had one on the right side of that little stick out there, one on the grass, and there might be another one laying in here too. You can catch 3 or 4 fish in one little area, and that's what it is. It's this little pocket. So what I'm looking for, like that first fish, they want to give me a clue. He come out of a little pocket on a bunch of brush. It was thick cover. Caught another fish that told me they wanted that moving bait, and now I know they want moving baits. That doesn't mean I can't throw plastics, but if I'm going to throw plastics, I better have something that's moving, something that they can react to. So it's a reaction bite, and there's no sense going slow when you got a reaction bite. Just put your head down, put your trolling motor on medium or whatever it is, whatever you're comfortable with, and start covering water. And that's another one of these keys. If you guys notice, I'm staying off the bank. This water is clear. These fish can see you, so make long casts. You're gonna have to in this clear water. See, I bet we can get another one out of there. I'm almost sure we can. This trailer hook got me in trouble again. Now, if I was fishing with a partner, I tell my partner, throw up in there with you before I go in here. Throw up in there with your plastic, fish that out real good before, we go in here and spoil this, because there could be another fish laying right here. And we're gonna find out. I don't know if I spoiled it or not. Hello. Got him. What I just tell you, that's a good fish. Oh my God, that's a better fish. So what this keeper is this? Number 4, number 5, that's a good fish. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Yes sir. These look good too. Let's go ahead and get him on in here. So why do you flip him? Turn his head, flip him. So again, right there, I mean in the same area, this is the same pocket. So in the same pocket, I've had 3 fish. 1 come off, or 2 come off that spinner bait. 1 come off that flipping bait. There's a good 3.5 pound fish. I mean, we got the pattern. Now all we got to do is catch fish. Cover water, catch fish. We know exactly what we're looking for. Didn't take but an hour and a half. Sometimes it takes longer to get, to tune them in, figure out what they want. But, put the pieces of the puzzle together pretty quick, and catching fish. Man, he's got some pretty black marks here, pretty black marks there. I love these kind of fish. So put him back, get another one. Man, this is fun. Yes sir. Yeah, the one thing while I'm sitting here fixing my bait, the one thing I am looking at those fish. When I look at them, I'm trying to get keys too. I'll look in their mouth to see if, they're something inside there that they're feeding on, kind of give me a clue. But, right now I don't really care what they're doing, other than I want to know, are they spawning or are they not spawning? These fish are not spawning. I think they might be up there looking to get ready to spawn, but whew, a lot of fun. See if we can get our 5th keeper out of here. Is that 4? I think that's 4. Let's see if we can't get a number 5 out of here. I doubt there's another one there. I'm gonna throw in there just in case. You see that? That was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. If that's on film, that was beautiful. Did you see it? It just flat disappeared. You should be watching mine. Mine are bigger. That's number 5. All of them been like that for 3 pounds, so I'm looking close to 15 pounds plus. You see where it come off of? They're shallow. That is so, I love that bite, man. It just disappears. I never felt it. Just seen the fish swirl and just